Today, we are going to have a look at the skilled visa in relation to someone doing IT work or having computer science as a degree and doing some computer based jobs. As we have spoken to our earlier video, there are different number of skilled visa. 189 is one of the most popular that people go for, as 190 is the state nominee visa. In this video, in regards to 189, we will just check how and what they ask for in terms of when you're applying a PR. But the focus would be on ACS, which is the Australian Computing Society, to understand a bit more about if you're a computer person or if you have got experience in computer science, what are the steps in a high level. And then we will drill down to the process and nitty-gritty of how things are done. As you can see, this visa, which is 189, is a point estate based visa, and these are the conditions. I'll put this link in our video below, but when you click this site, it takes you into steps that are required by the applicant to take before they go and submit their visa. The first step, I think, what you should make sure you have is a proper skill assessment that comes into play when you're thinking of applying a visa. While it is loading, let's have a look at the ACS itself. ACS is the Australian Computing Society, and this is the place where you can understand what are the requirements, what are the steps, what are the documentation needed from your end when you apply for this process. The link is in the site again. When you're on the site, go to migration skill assessment, which is this one, and it brings you to a page where it talks about what is a migration skill assessment, what are the requirements, how the new application go along. It tells you where to open the application and how to get started. There is a guideline provided which I recommend you guys to download, so which is this one. So this guideline is the heart of applying the Australian Computing Society process. This guideline will tell you about each and every step that you need to take, the number of years of your graduation, as well as the experience, which is working experience you have got, and what is the protocols around that. We will dive deep into the important things in this guide in our next video. While we are on the topic, there is an occupation and as ANZ as CEO code list that associate with ACS, which means that these are the codes or these are the jobs or the skill requirements that Australia is looking for or has got in the paper, for which you have to provide a skill assessment. So this link is again down in the video, but you can find it below any page, which is the occupation and ANZCO code. Let's take an example of this particular code. If you go down and click IT occupants, it opens a relevant site where it has got all the codes. As you can see, earlier in one of the video we were talking about software engineer. So software engineer, these are the activities that you need to be doing within your job. Software tester has got similar activities, and it keeps changing in terms of what the expectation is when you are doing a particular job. We will try to dive into these ideas and get more information around how you put together your application for ACS, because it cost a lot. Before, I think 2 years back or so, was like $500 to $600, but now it is, I think, around $1,500 to $1,600. Back to the visa category. This is a very important page where it tells you an overall picture, which most of the migration agents go through this process. It also gives you a step-by-step process. So it tells you what are the steps you require to do, what are the steps you require to do in terms of your documentations. Skill assessment document is over here, which you see is at a very middle of the process, but For anyone thinking of coming to Australia, this should be their first step to understand if they are eligible, number of experience, and if their degree matches the expectation that Australia has got. Thanks for watching this video. In next video, as I said, we will dive into this particular guideline, which is a PDF file available to everyone online. And I will suggest you guys to go and have a read if possible before our video or after our video to understand what is the nitty gritty or what's the protocols that really affect your application and how you should be thinking strategically to apply for a permanent residency. Thanks.